right, man. Let's talk about the Detroit Lions, where they draft the wide receiver in this draft. Um, and at some point, you didn't see Brad Holmes move up for receiver in the first round. You didn't see him take receiver and St. Brown in the middle round, move up for Jameson Williams. It's still a concern. Marvin Jones Jr. at this point in his career, excuse me, is at best a third or fourth receiver. I mean, a fourth or fifth receiver, to be honest. I don't think he gonna bump St. Brown as the slot. I don't think he gonna bump James Williams unless he physically not ready. And if he in your starting receiver group, you're not doing too well at all. He older now. He's just a good fourth, fifth Tom Kennedy type receiver at this point that you spell in when somebody need a breather, somebody injured can come in and give you experience. He no longer a starter level. Even when he was here, his game was about contested catches. He wasn't getting a lot of separation either. So that's what people kind of gotta remember as well. And I think they will. And in my opinion, I think they're going to take more of a developmental type wide receiver. And that's my opinion. Jordan Addison fell off a little bit. His athleticism, the USC receiver who transferred from Pitt, he fell off a little bit. His combine wasn't great. His workouts wasn't great. Won't rule out them trading for one either. I think Jackson Smith-Jig was probably the best receiver in the draft, but he more of a slot guy. And if he can play on the outside with that route running and he's able to separate, I like him being the guy. But the issue here is, if you get Jackson Smith-Jigba and you want to play him at his natural slot position until he figured out, is St. Brown ready to go to the, outside and dominate? That's the next evolution for him. If you believe that St. Brown is ready to take a step on the outside and start dominating, number one, number two DBs on the outside, instead of playing in the slot and being protected by the two-way go, or really it's like a three-way go, but the side, go inside, outside, he can really compete outside the hashes. And I think then, Jordan Addison there, Jackson Smith-Jigba there at a good pick. You take him. But, other than that, you're probably looking at a kid like Jalen Hyatt. That's probably another kid you're looking at, somebody with solid size who can kind of get down the field and speed guys. Another Tennessee guy down there, too. Cedric Tillman, another one, bigger receiver, not as productive as the Hyatt kid is, but some people talked about A.T. Perry, another bigger receiver at Wake Forest. Being a developmental guy. Quentin Johnson, man, Johnson, whatever. He just not a good receiver, bro. He do too many. He catch the ball with his chest. And it's one of the things I don't like about him. And then his film is real sketchy. If you get him to be a better, more consistent player and catch with his hands, I think he really a developmental receiver. And the receiver class is the receiver class, man. It's it could be better. So don't rule out them with that cap space getting a receiver trade, but I think they will take somebody. I'm thinking you leaning towards one of them Tennessee guys, the A.T. Perry guy, somewhere in the middle of the rounds. I don't know much about Zay Flowers, but he got 12 touchdowns at Boston College, though. So I don't know much about this kid, but got a nice 40 time, 4.42, but he 5'9.5". So, very last two productive years. But yeah, I think they could. I like Jackson Smith-Jigba, but that only can work if St. Brown or Jackson Smith-Jigba can dominate outside. Somebody got to be able to dominate outside. Unless you're gonna do a lot of four receiver sets. But I think St. Brown about ready to make that jump on the outside and be a dominant receiver. I think he about ready to make that jump. I think he about ready to make that jump and do that. But I like Jackson Smith-Jigba a lot. I like him a lot. But yeah, I definitely think. But I'm figuring more in the middle rounds. You see them drafting a receiver. You know, yeah, he seemed like he got a great eye for talent like St. Brown. So it seemed like he got a real great eye for talent. Um, so yeah, I like that, but I think it's gonna be middle. But I like the ones that I've seen so far, not too many, but I like Jackson Smith or Jigba a lot. Um, I think he can be able to be pretty good on the. I think he gonna be really good on the outside. You know, I think he can. I'm not worried about the speed. Devontae Adams wasn't the fastest. Keenan Allen is a lot of a lot of comp to Keenan Allen. He not the fastest. If you can get in and get out of breaks and you can create separation and stack the DBs how you supposed to, you can be a technician. And Jackson Smith for Jig, but like Steve Smith Senior said, he got a PhD in route running already. You gonna be good in this league for a long time as long as you're healthy. So you ran a 4.46 at the at this pro day, probably a 4.5 guy. That's fine. With the way he separate and get route, you just want to know as long as he healthy. That's what all you want to know. As long as he healthy. That's it. As long as he healthy. As long as he healthy. And that's it. But we'll see. Pretty sure they got a plan. They probably got they got a bunch of receivers on their board. They got a plan and everything. Pretty sure. Pretty sure they got the master plan. So I mean, we have to wait and see. But I think that I think that I think one of them Tennessee guys, A.T. Perry, more likely than a guy like Jackson Smith or Jigba, Quentin Johnston, somebody at Jordan Addison. And you might see a receiver not even go late in this draft. That's the crazy thing about it. But yeah, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. All that's in the link tree. Peace.